Hey, what's up guys? My name is Cherno and welcome to episode 84 of game programming. So last time we took a look at creating sprites in After Effects, and today we're going to continue that. So we created a pretty nice looking grass texture. Let me get rid of this light because we're clearly not going to use it. And let me enable the lights back on the wall and the grass. So let's first of all adjust these slightly, get them back into what they were looking like before. I'm just going to grab this light and move it over on the x-axis here. And just, you know, this is just giving it a really soft vignette. If you look at the before and after, there's quite a difference here. It's kind of making it a bit darker. And it's giving it like a nice kind of patchy soft vignette. And I actually really like that look. As for wall, I don't think the light is bright enough. I'm just going to be honest here. If I go to light options here, and it's kind of bluish, which is cool. Might make it a bit less so. And if I go over here to the where is it, intensity, I might just boost that just a little bit here to give it more of that sort of look. There's still these black kind of areas here, and they're not looking too fabulous, so let's go ahead and kind of fix that up. I don't think it's the light that's doing that though. I think it's just the it is kind of light, isn't it? Okay, all right, there we go. So that's looking pretty good right now. As far as bricks go, bricks that aren't, that are top down. So, let's go into, that's the wall composition. It's wrong, isn't it? I'm not going to fix this. It's going to take too long. I was looking at this little, gap here and there's no way I'm going to fix that. So, before or after walls, I mean, these walls look pretty good to begin with, but I think we're going to stick to the new walls. Okay, so now, today we're going to basically cover, I don't know about these secondary walls. I might just replace them with the primary walls, but we're definitely going to take a look at flooring today, and that's probably it. So flooring and these walls is what we're going to cover in this episode, and then the next episode we're going to talk about the player. So composition, new composition. I'm going to call this one floor. Again, 16 by 16. I know a lot of you guys asked me to actually increase the resolution, because last episode I asked you guys if you wanted me to increase the resolution of the textures, but I think that I've decided to not do that just because like we've kind of come this far with, and this is really supposed to be like a kind of like a pixel based game, so I don't want to mess with that. But you know, who knows, I might get really tempted to do it and end up doing it. So yeah, anything could happen really. Anyway, we'll make a new layer here, and I think I kind of liked the color that we had. Let's grab the color of, I'm gonna quickly grab a new solid here just to get that color. Probably this one right here. Let's copy the hexadecimal value of that color, and into layer new solid over here. I'm just gonna paste that into color. It's probably a better way of doing that, but anyway, that's at the beginning of floors. Now let's take a look at how we can make floors in After Effects. It really depends what kind of floor you're going for. This is like a, these are like, God, I don't even know what they're called in English. Floorboards, I guess. These are like floorboards, right? You can see the vertical lines here. That's kind of a nice floor. We could definitely take a look at that. So that is really as simple as probably just darkening areas of it. So what I might do is duplicate this medium. This is an orange solid, medium gray orange solid. Go to solid settings and darken it. Maybe just like that. It is quite orange, isn't it? Okay, that looks pretty good. And let's make sure that these are both set onto the correct pixel thing, and then you can see that we kind of get these little things, and I could add them even every second if I wanted to do that. So that's kind of what we can get by doing that, and that is effectively very similar to this. Okay, now you can see that there is actually a brighter one right there, and we could do that as well, but there's actually an effect called, if I just pre-compose this just to demonstrate this one concept quickly, there is an effect called scatterize, or scatter, in fact probably scatter, CC scatterize. No, it's not this one. Well, this one kind of does it too much, as you can see. But I think scatter is, yeah, scatter's the one that I use a lot. It scatters it scatters pixels, and I think it's going to be really useful for pixel art, to be honest. You can change the grain to be, you know, horizontal, vertical. And the cool thing about this is that we can really make some interesting effects with this. So if I come into floor here, and for this deep orange solid, I'm just going to grab the masks here and set them to none just for now. Go back to floor here, and let's see if we can kind of start increasing this, and go back to floor, of course, and let me just mask out half of it. Not with this. Mask out like half of it. You can see that we can start getting some pretty interesting looking effects here. And the cool thing about this scatter thing is that you can actually control whether it's horizontal or vertical or both. And you can see how you can kind of randomize that. So that's really cool for creating this sort of stuff with grain. And you can see that it kind of just randomizes the location of pixels. Now that's cool, of course. It's a lot more impressive in high resolution. But that's one way that I think I'm going to utilize this effect here. Let's first of all set this to add. And I think what I'm going to do at this point is, I reckon the floor is going to be pretty basic here. Nothing too extravagant. Let's grab a new solid, and let's grab this color, but make it brighter this time, like you saw in the other floor. And let's hide that layer for a minute here. Make sure it's not anti-aliased. Nope, no shape layer. And let's probably do this side and this side and this side. All right, so let's toggle on the layer. See what that looks like. Okay, that looks pretty cool. So now we've got kind of 3 of each, yeah? And we're gonna keep doing that. So with this, I'm gonna make another one here and another one here. Was that too much? Yeah. Okay, and same with this. So really, this stuff you could obviously do in Paint.net, and I of course messed that up. Come on. Let's grab this one and just shift it over, and this one as well. But the reason I like using After Effects is for the more advanced stuff. Again, you know, it doesn't really apply to the floor in this case, but that's all right. And I guess we'll grab this deep orange solid again, and duplicate that. And there you go. Okay, so we're looking at a floor right now. Looks interesting, doesn't it? So once we've done that, let's just drag a few of these out. Not really too many, just a few. We're not done with the floor texture, by the way, before you start saying that it doesn't look like it's done. It's not done. Let's just, I just like to pre-visualize things, as you could probably tell. Let's just scale this up to be the size of, this is going to be really hard to scale. Oh, no, we can see the edge here. All right, so that's I think that's perfect scaling. So 296 seems to be a good value to scale by. Move it here. There you go. All right, so that's what our new floor looks like so far. So let's take a look at how we can improve it. Let's see here. All right. So new floor versus old floor. Old floor has horizontal rims, as you can probably tell, as well as probably. I'm just thinking. See, this is one way of doing a floor, but I don't think I like this aesthetic too much. I just don't think it works with the game. Especially if we're looking at, I guess, a spawn level here with grass. I think wood is nice, but I just think that this kind of floorboard aesthetic, like the floorboards just aren't big enough. I think that's the main problem here. So let's come back into this, and let's actually, I'm just going to literally go through every second mask and probably get rid of it. So there's 3. That wasn't really every second mask, but that's all right. Let's grab this, move it over here. Okay, so you can see if we do that, we kind of get floorboards that look like this. If we toggle off this, I wonder if we could, I just wonder what it would look like if we made some floorboards that, yeah, this is probably a good idea actually. Let's grab this medium gray solid. I'm just gonna, actually that's a pretty nice color, isn't it? I just think it's too much red in this color. In fact, let's not do it through this. It'll be easier to do this through curves because we can control each color channel separately. Of course, we can do that in the RGB stuff as well, but this kind of gives you just a better way of editing it. So let's go to the red channel and kind of get rid of some of that red. Not too much, of course, but just a bit. I think there's quite a bit of green as well, so we don't want to push that too much. That looks pretty good, yeah. And what we want to do here now is, I think I want to make this a bit wider. Maybe like that. Well, this is just annoying to edit. Okay. That's pretty good. That's not going to loop very well, as you can see, but that's all right. I think if we have 2 floorboards per frame, yeah, so in that case, 2 floorboards, that's going to probably look nice. If we go back to our screenshot here, we can tell where we kind of screwed this up. And these are way too thin. Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. So we've got something that looks like floorboards here. Now I'm gonna actually go to this deep orange solid, and probably not even this. Let's get rid of this solid. Let's duplicate the deep orange solid, get rid of its masks, and go to solid settings, and just make it quite a bit darker here. Almost, and kind of desaturated, so not too saturated here. Okay, that's probably good. And I'm just gonna grab this and kind of make, you know, those wooden like imperfection kind of things. Maybe like one here. Whoops, that's way too big. One here, one here. Might put one here. Okay. Yeah. And now what I want to do is, this is our background layer, okay? And it's on a separate layer, which is great, because now I'm going to add some fractals to it. So if we go to Fractal Noise, we could probably just use a normal noise effect, actually. We don't really need... I think fractals will probably look a lot better, though. Yeah, noise isn't great. Okay, so let's go to Fractal Noise, grab some of that. First I want to pre-compose this layer. Call it base floor. And, oh no, we need to move all attributes to the new composition. So base floor, and I'll add some fractal noise to it. Okay, so, you know, like last time, first thing we're probably going to do is just kind of unscale this. Contrast probably way too high here. Drop to 50 or so, that should be nice. Now, what else is there to set? Blending mode, I mean, we could probably set this to, what is this a blending mode of? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I like to play around with these. Yeah, see, overlay is pretty good. Right, so this offset will give us a bit of a... Okay. And I think we want to go for more of a spline look, but soft linear spline, we could probably up the contrast here to 70 or so. You can see that we're kind of starting to get some interesting flooring here. In fact, I think we could probably go back to floor and get rid of these imperfections here. And you can see how that kind of looks like a pretty authentic floor. I think there's too much fractalization going here. I think also that we don't have it pixelated. No, that doesn't make a difference. Looks a lot more pixelated here. We could smooth it out, I guess. If we turn these to smooth. No, that's too much smoothing. Yeah, they're completely pixelated here. I think... No, we did pixelate that. Huh, that's weird. They're not really looking the same, are they? Okay, let's just focus on this. Wait, hang on. Oh, we're using the wrong one. How? Wait. This is, which one is this one? This one. So then why does it look different here? We've got the same stuff on. Oh, we've got scatter here. Whoops. Okay, so that's what our floor's looking like. Man, it's not bad. Wonder what we could do to improve this. Maybe the actual floorboards. I think the... What if we were to get rid of these? Leave it as that. That doesn't really look like a floor anymore, does it? Or what we could do is add the highlights as well. So we'll make another new solid here. Grab a pretty light color here and make it even lighter. And come in here and do this and do that. That second one. Start with the first one here. I don't know. I don't think these fractals are working too well with the floor, to be honest. I think that this low resolution is kind of ruining them. Okay. We could always blend them and probably up their complexity. That doesn't seem to be doing too much. If I smooth it out a bit. Not a big fan of these highlights either. And I think the color of this just is not fitting. Drive that down a bit. And of course, the pixels here aren't lining up. So what we could do to fix that is, let's quickly pre-compose this as a, I'll call it a subfloor. And if we go over here to mirror, oh, that's not what I wanted. I think we want it like a repeat edges kind of thing. Maybe this would work. If we cut off, no, that's not gonna work. Let's go into subfloor. We'll go into subfloor and we will, no shape layer. We'll get rid of a bit of them. Alright, and you can see the repeating here. So if we blend these borders a bit, not too much, just a touch, we can kind of get it to look a lot nicer. Okay, so that's kind of our floor texture right now. Again, I'm not an artist, so I apologize if you think it looks terrible, but so the thing is, I'd probably spend a good hour on this, but I'm kind of trying to make this watchable. So I might touch them up off camera. Alrighty. All right. So that's that. Now this second wall, I'm thinking if we actually need a second wall. We've got one here. I mean, let's also grab a light and add it to our wall. Sorry, to our floor. Kind of dish that up, and I think that the color here is set to be, yeah, blue. Change that to white. All right. It kind of creates a nasty highlight, doesn't it? Let's go back to here. I think if we do make it kind of bluish, it could just give it a bit of better feel. Maybe not that blue. Where are we? But just a touch. All right. So that's our floor. And for our final little asset here, which is this, I'm just thinking. I think I do kind of like the look of these walls. They look pretty nice, don't they? So they tile really well. I think I might just grab one of them. So again, I'll go composition, new composition. We'll make it 16 by 16, and I will hit OK. And I'll grab our spawn level sprite sheet here, and I'll find these walls here, and okay, so I might just add some lighting to them. Effect, no, not effect, layer new, whoops, layer new light, and we're kind of going for a bluey feel, don't we? Aren't we? Don't we? Bad English. Okay. So I'm just kind of modifying the sprites to just create a bit more of an ambient kind of blue feel. We'll probably add some kind of lighting system into the actual game, so I probably won't have to do this to make it look nice, but this is more of a pre-visualization thing. So comp 1, I didn't actually call it anything, did I? All right. And let's put that here, and I think that's the full one, yeah. All right, so that's kind of the difference between the old ones and the new ones. Yeah, this floor, I'm not digging the floor too much. I'm digging this, and I am digging the walls and the grass. Well, I didn't make the grass or that, but I think if it just looks too blurred. I don't think that works because this is a pixel, kind of like a pixelated game. So I think if we just turn up the contrast here, go back to here, we could probably, that's very bright. Let's down that intensity. And are there any kind of, it almost feels like there's some color correction going on. Look at that. There's a big difference there. It's just because of the nope. Okay, let's make something that can tile well out of this floor. So contrast. We'll get lower the brightness here. What does a floor look like? Let's let's go to let's search up floor on Google Images. And what do we get? Okay, so this looks pretty nice. Welcome to sprite making with the Cherno. Okay, so yeah, you can see those patches if we zoom in a lot. You can see those. That actually seems to zoom out. You can see those the things, and you can see the patches here, and that looks pretty good. But the problem with this compared to our thing is our thing has to be 16 by 16 pixels. But with that inspiration in mind, let's these are out, yeah. Let's make this darker. And I think for this gray solid, maybe the base floor, we could kind of improve the color here by going to solid settings. And I think if we push a bit more red into it, just like that. And maybe the scale of this could be improved just a bit. Oh, okay, we could actually non-uniformly scale it. That could be interesting. Problem is, this probably isn't gonna tile too nicely. No, that tiles pretty well. Alright, let's keep it as that, okay? So now that we've done this stuff, let's and we've done the wall as well, okay? So that's gonna wrap up this episode of game programming. We've got some pretty sick looking redwood floors, it looks like. And we've also modified this wall to just look a bit. I think one more thing I might want to do with that wall is actually scatter it a bit. Just a bit. Just like 1 pixel. Because that'll kind of make it look kind of like ruiny. And I think that could look really nice as well. Kind of like it's falling apart. Okay? But anyway, that's going to wrap up this episode of Game Programming. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a bit, well, it's art creation, so what are you going to say? This stuff kind of takes time, and it's aesthetical, so it's creative thing. But regardless of that, if you guys did enjoy it, please hit the like button again. Same deal as last time. If this video hits 300 likes, you guys get 2 episodes per day. If this video hits 200 likes, we get 1 episode per day. But apart from that, guys, I'll see you guys soon. Very, very soon. Later, guys.